Hello there. Nice slice here, coming at you from the Great White North in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Today we are going to be looking at the Buck 112 Ranger Sport Pro. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that this pro level bucks come in this black packaging now. So here we have the Ranger Sport Pro Edition. Here's the model number. This one was made in April, end of April this year. Of course, it comes in a sleeve. And then in the box, edge of a legend, Buck logo, magnetic flap on the box. The knife itself comes in this little bag. There's a little message about Buck on the inside of the flap there. We have a buck in a bag. I've had this knife for a couple of weeks now, and I gotta tell you, it hasn't left my pocket for very long. This is a fantastic knife. You can see the blade centering almost perfect. This is green canvas micarta, anodized aluminum, black. I believe that's Cerakoted at the factory. There's no sheath on these sport models, just like the 110 that I reviewed not long ago. It does have a nice little pocket clip on here, very strong pocket clip. Holds it in your pocket very firmly. And it also has the anvil on there. Deep carry, again. This knife basically disappears in your pocket, and this is a great size for EDC. In my opinion, much better than the 110. The 110 is a little large for EDC for my purposes. We have the one-handed opening, and it does open very smoothly. Here we have the very deep clip point on this 3-inch blade on the Ranger. There we have the S30V blade with the Boss heat treat. Oh, look at that edge bevel from the factory. Very nicely done on this knife. There's the Buck 112 USA stamp on there as well. There's the anvil logo on the pivot. I believe these are all T6 screws on the body, the handle, on the frame, and the scales. And of course, the Ranger has this integral finger guard on the front bolster, which I really like. If Buck were to incorporate that into the 110, I would not complain at all. You can see it's very good texture on these scales. Micarta is an amazing product. This type of texturing, if your fingers or hands get wet, it actually seems to get grippier. Once again, opens smoothly, locks up nice. This is a back lock. I did bring along a couple of my other Rangers. I'll bring the first model of Ranger I ever owned was this one, the 112 Slim Select. This is not the exact knife that I purchased way back and carried with me at work every day. Spent 60 hours a week with me on the job. And it was excellent EDC knife. My second Ranger that I ever owned was this one, which I did a review on earlier. The 50th anniversary with the finger grooves. Really enjoy carrying that knife as well. That of course has the leather belt sheath for it. And this one is one of my flea market knives. I did not do a review on this one yet, but I picked this one up at a flea market close to my home for $20 Canadian, which with the exchange rate right now is not a lot of money. For the US dollar, I think it's about $16. So I got a very nice Ranger, and it has Morgan distribution etched into the blade. And the date stamp on this one, I believe it was from 19... something I don't want to say because I made a mistake with the date stamp on one of my earlier videos. And I can't remember off the cuff what this one is. But I will put it out there eventually. I will do a review on my flea market knives. You all know how much I love my flea market knives. The deals are out there, folks. You just got to go find them. So anyhow, getting back to this one. Let's compare it to these others, shall we? First, let's see the weight difference. So I have it in ounces right now. Sport Pro Ranger, just shy of 4 ounces. The finger groove with the brass and ebony, just under 6 ounces. So almost a 2 ounce difference there. It's quite substantial. The full handled brass and ebony, over 6 ounces. And of course the Slim Select, just over 2.5 ounces. So quite a big difference there. It's another reason why I enjoy carrying that one so often as my daily. So the overall length on this knife, let's call that 7¼ inches. Handle is just slightly over 4 inches. Blade length 3 inches. Cutting edge 2 3/4. I'll get my shadow out of there. Blade stock. On this knife, 1/10 of an inch thick. Just shy of 3 mils. All my batteries are dying. Three-quarters of an inch tall, that blade. The handle at its thickest, just over 1/2 inch. 3/4 of an inch tall. This is a very comfortable handle. There's no palm swell. It's very flat, but it is very good grip. You can get all 4 fingers. I have fairly large hands. I'm a pretty big guy, and I have no trouble getting a full grip on this knife. I think Buck did an excellent job on this one. Like I said, it hasn't spent a lot of time outside of my pocket since I purchased it. And I will say that I ordered this one from Blade HQ. I looked around trying to find the best price. Up here in Canada, I could find it for $167 before taxes. So with taxes, it's almost $180 knife up here. And I got it from Blade HQ for $99 US. So even with the exchange, I saved myself about $30 or $40. Well worth it to me. The shipping from Blade HQ, we got here in about 3 days. I believe they were coming out of Virginia. I'm living in British Columbia. And so I'm very happy with that. Very little waiting time to receive that. So there we have it. The Buck 112 Sport Pro.